Hello guys, welcome to RX Tutorials. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and then hit the like button. In this tutorial, we are going to consider the SUMIF function and the SUMIFs function. In the first part of the video, we take a quick look at the SUMIF function. And the formula for the SUMIF function is that it takes in three arguments. In the first argument is the criteria range. In the second argument, we have to specify the criteria itself. And the third argument takes in the sum range, what we want to sum. We take a look at the data, and we have a data of a supermarket with the various transactions. We have our transaction IDs or invoices, the branches, the cities, the product lines, the unit prices of the various items, the quantities, the sales revenue, and the date. So our first example, we want to find the total quantity sold based on this single criteria. In our first example, we want to sum based on food and beverages. So we start by writing our SUMIF function, and then we have the first argument is our range. So in this range, our criteria range is our product line. I wouldn't want to drag this down, so I will not fix this. Our second criteria is the criteria itself, or our argument is the criteria itself, which is food and beverages. And then our third argument is the sum range. So we want to sum the quantities. We can close our bracket. We have 22. So let's do a quick check. So we look at our product lines, food and beverages. In this case, we sold 3. The next one we sold 10, that is 13. We sold another 6, that is 19. And the last one 3, that is 22. So we are correct. We look at our second example. In this case, we want to sum the quantity sold based on the cities. So we start again by writing our SUMIF function. And our criteria in this case is a city. So that will be our range of values. And then our criteria itself, we want to specify that we want only Sydney. And the third argument is the sum range. We want to sum the quantities that we sold. That gives us 21. The third example, same as the first two we've done, but in this case a different criteria. So in this case, our range is the branch. We want to sum based on branch A. Our criteria, I want to specify that A, and then our sum range will be the quantity. So that's a quick look at the SUMIF function. Let's take a look at the SUMIFs function, which is different. So the formula for the SUMIFs function, first of all, it takes in the sum range. So the first argument for the SUMIFs function is the sum range. So just take a look at the difference. For the SUMIF, the first argument is the range, but this is not the case for the SUMIFs function, because in this case it's a sum range, while the SUMIF takes the range is for the criteria range. So for the SUMIFs function, we first specify the column or the field we want to sum or we want to return. And then the second argument is our criteria range, the range of values in which our criteria belongs to. And this third argument is the criteria itself. So we take a look at the first example, our SUMIFs function. And first argument is the sum range. So what do you want to sum? You want to sum the quantities that we sold. And then our criteria range 1. Our first criteria is we want to sum based on the city. So our criteria range will be the city column. And the criteria itself, we want to sum only for Melbourne. Now criteria 2, we want to sum the product lines. So where is our product line located? In column D. So we'll sum this will be our criteria range 2. And then our criteria itself will be, we want to sum only for electronics. This gives us 20. So let's take a look at our answer. In this case, we look at the city column. We have Melbourne here. It's another Melbourne with electronics. And another one, yeah, making 20. So that is correct. We can simply just put this down. And in the last example, for this part, in the last example, we want to take in 3 criteria. The added one is a date field. So in this case, we want to start by saying a SUMIF function, and our sum range is still the quantity. Press F4 to fix this. And then our criteria range 1, that is our first argument, is the city. And this is our city column. And then our criteria itself, we want to filter Melbourne. Criteria range 2 is the product line, and our range is this. And then the criteria 2 itself, electronics. Our criteria 3, that is the criteria range 3, is this date field, and it's on column H. Press F4 to fix this. And then our criteria itself is on this date. We can just put our formula down. We just do a quick check. Melbourne electronics, yeah. And the date, no, the date is wrong. And look here, Melbourne, yeah. And so this is 7. So this is correct. So we've come to the end of the first part of the video. That is the basics. So in summary, we learned that the SUMIF function starts from the sum range, which is the first argument. In the second argument, we have the criteria range. Then, of course, the criteria itself is the third argument. So that is that for the SUMIF function. And then you have to notice that the sum range always comes first. So don't get confused. For the SUMIF function, the sum range always comes first. And also the sum range is the range that we are going to sum. That is your final answer. That is what you want to sum. In the second part, that is we move to the advanced section of the SUMIF function. We are going to deal with logical operators, wildcards, and which is partial matching. So check out for that video. I will give the direction or the link to that video in the description below. Take care, and then don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. See you in the next video. Bye.